eShip. Here we are seeing the charter, the broker, and the agent that instead of using one-to-one relationship and connections through email or phone call as it is working today, they are all connected to this cloud service, to this cloud software in order to collaborate and to give information. So at this point, what we are seeing is that the broker can give the information that he has about the positions list, and the positions list can be automatically matching with the requirements of the charter. And this way, we can reduce some time spending back office procedures, like trying to find in the 2000 emails positions list a correct position to perform this transport. And this is one of the things that eShip want to solve. But in fact, what I am showing here in this slide is an example of a contract that can be, for example, if we think about an importer or exporter of grain or dry bulk, and he needs to be supplied. He needs a cargo, a quantity of cargo during the year, and he will create a contract of affreightment that says that we will need a total quantity of 200,000 of metric tons of cereals, like wet or hot. And then this cargo will be delivered during this year under this contract of affreightment. The contract of affreightment defines the ports, the load ports and the discharge ports, defines also the cargo quantity, the shipment quantity. For example, if I'm talking about 200,000 metric tons, I can say that I will deliver this quantity during 10 shipments, for example. And also the terms of the contract, the lay time, and the operations time of the discharging and the charging operation. What you see here now is a charter parking model, where instead of a multiple trip journey, we have a single journey and a single contract to deliver an occasional service to the charter. So the charter needs a specific quantity and creates a requirement, and the broker tries to find this matching position that will be in place to deliver the specific quantity of cargo. So, as you see here, this is the network of eShip in one of the living labs, the Trio and Marship, that collaborated with us as a broker, and also the shipping agent and the ship owner. So one of the main requirements that we have in eShip is to have an end-to-end process. So the charter can have access to his orders, contracts, voyage, in a simple way and a centralized way in one Linux system. Then the broker also can use this platform to receive the orders from the charter, to see and filter and find the best position inside this positions list in the system. Then the shipping agent that participates later during the voyage to consider, to introduce information in the statement of facts, in the lay time counts, to watch the results of the lay time counts, and then the ship owner that also has the opportunity to check the information regarding the orders and the contracts. After this, and emphasizing one of the main requirements in eShip is the intelligent matching. As I told you before, the positions list that we are receiving, the positions list has the information about the vessels, but we also have the information about the requirements of the cargo. So we can make a match with this beginner rules about this kind of transport, and make a match, automatic match of these requirements and vessel. This way, we will reduce for sure the back office time spent on these procedures. Then we have the integration that we want to deliver in order to have to don't have the repeated procedures and back office procedures from the charter, from the ship owner, that if they have an ERP system, we can integrate with this solution and ensure that the information that is in their own legacy systems is now inside eShip to turn this system into a unique and single solution. And final, the collaboration platform, because as you see, every stakeholder in this network can collaborate with each other with relevant information. So this is an illustration of our platform and how the different actors can connect with our platform, and even their legacy system, like terminal operating systems, port community systems, and this will bring value and more and more value to have, for example, relevant data analysis and KPIs. About the platform, and to get into one of these subjects once again, the end-to-end process wants to deliver a full view of the transshipping market, and it begins with the price picture and specifically the freight requirements. With the freight requirement, the charter is sending to this market, to this platform, what it wants to have transport, and then the market search, where the requirements and the vessels inside the system are making a match to execute the trip, and then the freight negotiation, where after a matching, it is needed an interaction from the broker or the charter and the ship owner to define the terms of the contract, to determine also the value of the freight rates, and finally to conclude and execute the contract, sign the contract. And this is the moment of transition between the pre-picture and the post-picture. In the post-picture, we are talking about the voyage itself, with the voyage preparation, with for example, when we are talking about a contract of affreightment, we are talking about a contract where you have multiple voyages, and every single voyage is under a charter party. And to execute this voyage, it is needed that the charter says that what time and where is going to be to load the cargo. So this is about voyage preparation. Then the voyage execution, where we can monitor the events on the loading port and the discharge port. And then the voyage completion and analysis, where we are calculating the late time halts and delivering this information to every stakeholder that needs to have access and right to this information. About the intelligent matching, and to show you what are we talking about when we say so. This is about what we are seeing in this slide is a screen with the requirements, the orders that were published by the charter, and then what we see on the other, in the blue one, it is the matching positions for this specific requirement. And here, as you can see, it is an intuitive and comparative, on an easy way to the charter or to the broker to check the screen and see what is the vessel that he wants to choose by the flag, Europe build, what is the deadweight tonnage, what is the laycan of this vessel, and also by integrating some other information that we heard about during this conference, like the ESG indicators that we want to integrate to add value and to make a decision-making more accurate to the charter. So here about the integration, we are providing a 3-level integration. The basic one is the one that all the users are making the manual input of information. Then we have the medium. This is the level that we achieved during this project. It is a one-way integration with the back office information that the users have inside their email. So through this integration, we were able to prove that if we have a specific positions list, a specific structure, we can integrate with our system, providing to the broker, for example, most easier way to check, to filter, to and to search for a specific position or specific requirements inside the platform. And then the maximum level, the high, with a full and two-way integration with back office system, like an ERP, as you heard about, for example, SAP. So about the integration, this is a diagram that seems to show the positions list that we are integrating in the system and presenting in this structured way inside the platform. This does not happen when you have the information inside the inbox of an email, because the information comes in so many different ways in an unstructured way. So this is this brings much value to the broker and for him to be able to search and to filter the main requirements of position. Then the fact that we are providing a collaborative platform where you see that all of these stakeholders are together inside this platform. So about the innovation challenges. During the period of this project, we heard a lot that phone calls and message are essential. This is something that will not change for the next years. It will not happen for the next years for sure, because this type of communication is needed very much for the charters, brokers, ship owners to pull the information and also to give and to demonstrate the hurry and the urgency of those matters. So what we aim to develop inside the system is to combine all the digital procedures that we have and to have the structured information and the process with a more personal and instant message channel where every stakeholder that are inside the same community can communicate in a more informal way. And also we must be sure that all the messages are encrypted. Then another subject that we heard about during this morning, ESG indicators. The decarbonization, as George told before, for the world fleet is one of the biggest challenges today. Also the energy efficiency improvements, new technology and low or zero carbon fuel, and also the goal to the IMO's goal to reduce emissions by 50%. In order to achieve or to take into consideration those topics, we are talking with a company that is Scope, that has a platform that is called Ship Review, where with a really big database of ships, and where they provide also many interesting indicators like the energy efficient design index for existing ships and for new ships, and also the carbon intensity indicator. With an integration like this, we are also able not only to provide information about the ship particulars, but also about the voyage emissions that the specific match is emitting during the journey. Also the CII and the EEXI indicator. And this is a diagram where we show that this is an important indicator, and all the ship owners must be concerned about this to have an attained value below the required EEXI value in order to be in order to accomplish the green shipping and to answer to the final user concerns in this green shipping. Some final considerations about this innovation challenge that we are embracing. This is a very complex environment and business. We noticed that it is also conservative, depending on personal, strong and confident relationship for many years. They have a big issue with informal and unstructured data, and also lack of transparency, because when we are talking about this information flow running through emails and phone calls, there is no trace of this information, there is no historic. It's very difficult to find the information that already happened a week ago or yesterday, so it is to digitalize the process like this will bring for sure more transparency and structure to the process. So we still need business experts and rules to support the decision making under this platform. And also to turn this a collaborative platform, we will need to find a major driver for digitalization inside the transshipping market, because there is no, at this point, there is no trigger to do so, and also an innovation plan inside this organization, because the stakeholders that we work, the operations can even recognize that this is a benefit, but the board or the administration of these companies are not aligned, or they don't have an innovation plan inside these companies to work on this and to get a platform like what we are trying to bring to the market. And also the information segregation and security, that is a main topic that we must deliver, because it is very important to have segregation of information inside this business, and also the security concerns, like what Marcel told us minutes ago. And so thank you very much.